Hey everybody, or the three people that decided to watch this, or my stepfather. Hey Arthur. Just wanted to go through a quick video in relative terms to me. It's not a 2 hour video this time. I want to do a really kind of time-lapse video of me working on a badge icon or something in Vector that would be really quick and easy, and you can kind of extrapolate a lot of fun things out of it. I use the the type tool around this fun little icon that I created, and it was part of a challenge that I do every week where we come up with some interesting thing to do, and this one had to do with badges. So I thought it would be fun to create a fun little badge out of it and do a little video associated with it. So I hope you like it. It's quick and dirty and fun. Jump on, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Thanks. So let's do a deep dive into this. Obviously I'm using some simple shapes, and I just created a circle, and I know that my patch wants to be a circle. That was the initial concept. And the idea behind the entirety of this whole project was to be a pen tool blacksmith. So right now I'm just kind of making my own version of a pen tool, just using shapes and then drawing out like a cool looking anvil. And I knew I wanted to combine those two imagery, so I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work. And obviously I'm just using the pen tool and cutting out what looks nicer, what might look more like an anvil, less like an anvil. And I'm just erasing what I don't like, shaping it again, shaping it again. So keep in mind, it's just quick and fast, and I didn't want to spend too much time on it because these challenges aren't meant to be really long. They're just meant to be quick. But then just drawing everything out. This is how you make a cool lightning bolt quickly. Take two triangles, skew it, and then there you go. You got a cool looking lightning bolt. I didn't like the height of that. It still doesn't look like a pen tool to me, so I kind of adjusted those with the direct select. And then I decided maybe a hammer should be in there, and I didn't like the way that it looked. I liked just the pen tool and just that. Switching the colors around back to white and using the type on shape tool. Created that, increased the leading, pulled it around, boom, boom, boom. And again, it's really quick. I didn't know what I was going to write. I knew I wanted to have pen tool blacksmith, but I wasn't quite sure what other subtext I wanted. So then, again, just cutting in everything, keeping it simple, black and white. I didn't want to add any more colors, especially if it's a patch. You're increasing prices when you're doing like embroidery and things like that. And then this was a happy accident. I decided that I wanted to kind of add the anchor points on the pen tool that I use a lot. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool to incorporate it into another circle on the inside. So I had to move the anvil around and make it work a little bit better with the rest of it. Ideally, you don't necessarily want to always add too many repetitive circles, but I thought this kind of worked out really well. And it kind of added a dimensionality to the patch that I think really helps kind of pull both old and new. You wouldn't necessarily see the anchor points on anything else that has an anvil in it, so it's kind of a joke about old and new. And then I thought that kind of looks kind of nice warped into the circle as well, so I kind of pulled out those and made it look kind of nice. And then adding little kind of compass patches and things like that. This actually comes from a branding project that I recently did from an actual blacksmith, so I thought it was kind of fun. And then just refining each one of these, making sure it looks good. And these were supposed to be kind of superlative patches for things. Let's say you did a specific thing for a client, and it would be fun to do like a funny patch about it, and this was kind of my version of this, hammering bad ideas into submission. I love Vector. I've always worked with Vector. It's so much easier for me, and especially now, it's very malleable, and I love the ability to kind of really honestly blacksmith with it, because it's really easy to... I also do metal work too, and so I can kind of see how those two things pair well. You take a piece of blank metal and you just shape it, and that's all I'm doing with this. I'm just shaping it with the pen tool. So I kind of kept that in mind while I was creating these. I then created the pattern on the back there. You see as I used the brush tool and I just created a pattern. and I didn't really like it. It didn't quite work out, and I thought this, the kind of scalloped edge might look a little bit nicer as like a traditional patch or a ward. And then I couldn't quite figure out this type. I wanted to add it to the outside, but it didn't quite make sense if I was actually going to be printing this, so I just kind of left it the way it was. So there it is. Thanks for coming along with me on that fun little journey. Hopefully it was quick enough. I know that there are people that really like the long videos and there are people that like the short videos, so I wanted to keep this one quick and succinct and just a little fun. If you are interested and you watched it all the way through the end, I'm going to reward you with, I will actually send you this vector file. So down below is my email. Just shoot me an email. Say, hey, I want that vector file and I want to look at it. I will happily send it to you. I'm not going to put you on some sort of mailing list. I just am having a little bit of trouble like connecting that way with the apparatus online, and I want to kind of engage people a little bit more. So shoot me an email, or if you have any questions, or if you want me to do a specific video on something, please feel free to tell me. I will try my best to do it. I do work full-time, and it's autumn here. As you can see behind me, there's some nice changing leaves in New Hampshire, and I love it. So fall's my favorite time of year, so maybe I'll do something fall related in the next video. But thanks again for watching, and subscribe and comment and do all the fun stuff that I love to see, because I really try to engage with people. So boo, boo, boo. Bye.